Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Doodleplex again, and I just want to read a cool donation someone sent in about that question I had about cheese. It's from Cell, the runner we just had, for $5, and they're saying, my favorite cheese is Asiago, but I like raising money for an awesome charity even more. Couldn't agree more. And speaking of awesome things, the next one we have is so awesome. It's such a pretty looking game. I'm sure you guys are all going to love it. It's called AER Memories of Old. It's going to be any percent no major glitches by ValeriaAsteria. I can't wait to see it. I hope you guys are excited for it. It's going to be so cool. So get ready for it. It's going to be coming up right now.
Hello everybody, it's me, ValeriaAsteria, ready to show you AER Memories of Old. I've got NBZ with me.
Hello everybody.
And unfortunately we don't have Eliza with us as well. This was my first... The game I gave to Z and Eliza to race blindly against, and now I've brought it back to show you what it looks like when you actually speed through it. But with none of the fancy glitches. So I'm gonna get us into the starting cutscene, since timer starts at kind of a weird part for this. I'm actually some text. And the run starts when Ayuk here, her foot hits the ground. Not sure why that's what we chose, but... And... go.
Here we go.
So
All right, so this game was submitted as a first playthrough race where Eliza and myself raced. Eliza kicked my butt, obviously, and it's a really cool exploration game, platformer, exploration, flying. It's got it all, puzzles. And I'm really glad that Vale picked this up. The really cool thing is, out of all of the first playthrough races we did, I picked one that I ran as a speed run afterward. Eliza picked one that they ran as a speed run afterward, and Vale picked this game to run afterwards. So we've all been speed running the games that we did our first playthrough races of. It's been really, really cool. So it's great to see this on the marathon.
love that for us. We are approaching our first object of interaction. We can't really do anything in this game until the things tell us that we can, but here we are. This is the Shrine of Kara, and Ayuk's on a pilgrimage here. It's not really clear what the pilgrimage is, because the plot sort of takes over. But that lantern there is going to be our big source of gameplay mechanics. And see that there's a bunch of little floating lights here too.
The aesthetic of this game is just so gorgeous.
So good.
Sound design, the artwork, everything is just wonderful.
And the character design.
Yeah. Oh, I love the character.
Here's the void. I have this split called Lamp Spelunking on my...
Lamp Spelunking is very good. Very good name for a split.
Now you can see those floating lights are shapes of people that we can see because of the lamp. Gotta get out of here. It's collapsing on us.
Did we wait? Is there a genie in this lamp? Is this an Aladdin game?
Kinda, if in a way. We're headed. You notice I didn't go up the slope though. We have our first little trick here. We have tricks. Oh, I'm a little too far. We don't have skips, but we have tricks. And that's as badly as that could have gone. I'll give it one more shot.
Yeah, so we got some jank physics and some very weird
There we go.
collision there, but we got it. We got a second try. Let's go.
Now, normally going that way saves you about 5 seconds. I think I cost myself about 5 seconds because of that. Alas. Got marathon mode right now.
This is the last marathon. Alas. Sorry. Apologies. But we're about to get to the coolest aspect of this game,
Yes.
and also the most frustrating when you first pick it up.
Hi, Melvin. Or Malvin. I'm not really sure which. I'm gonna become a bird now, and the first thing that Z will probably notice is we're not going towards the village. We're not going
We're
to
not.
Eventide Sanctuary.
Which is normally where you would first go.
That's where the game would guide you to. We're just gonna go over here and save our dear friend.
And I want to say, Vale is making the flying look just, easy, nice and smooth. It's not. It's not at all. Landing is the hardest part. And I'm sure Vale will give us a good view of that here coming up soon.
Birdhouse. Yeah, like, the landing is still hard. Don't worry, but, oh, overshot it. Just... Flying is always faster, so, like, if you need to go a little more, you might as well just turn into a bird.
Yep. And now we have a flying puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Flying feels really nice once you do get used to it, though. Oh, tree.
It does. And when you don't hit trees.
I'm gonna bank around this cloud. Oop.
Perfectly done. Nice, that's one.
You really underestimate just by watching how fast you are going when you fly at max speed.
Yes.
So it can be tricky to actually, like, aim for these holes. You gotta use the banking. Oop.
Nice. Very nice. That's all three.
Come over here. That's not how I usually land there, but there's several options. Because, like, as long as you land, that's the,
Yeah, that
that's
looks
the
pretty
important.
nice.
Like,
If you hadn't
sometimes
said anything, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's definitely the optimal speedrun strat for sure.
it might be. I usually aim for the rock over there, just try to slam right into it.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Because you don't really need to land directly where you're going, because you need time to pull up the lamp for most of those things. Like, that's the main puzzle mechanic. You need the lamp out for at least half the things you are selecting.
Now, because this is glitchless, we're going to do this the normal way. In the glitched version, it is possible to glitch the game and make it so that you can fly through these caves.
That makes everything trivial.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about this cycle here. Just go right up there.
While it's cool, it's not quite as fun, in my opinion.
Definitely the speedrun strat.
Yes, definitely.
But when you aren't using that, it then comes down around to how much can you cut your movement. Ooh, just barely.
Ooh, that was perfect jump, jeez.
This is a very, very tight cycle up here.
I believe.
Yes.
Yes, let's go. Nice.
Now, still have to wait a bit because you only have one more platform to get to the center. But definitely save some time. Ooh.
Perfect. First try.
First try. Now we close this, I don't know, portal to the void. There's a lot of, like, random lore if you go to the right place, and there's, like, a cult that opened a void to there in one of the caves you can find.
Sadly, you can't join the cult.
Well, there is no more cult anymore, but you can see the past of the cult because of your lamp. Yes. This is what I meant by dear friend. I meant it literal. This is Lifla. This is
Very nice.
Grove.
Our wonderful animal friend. There are going to be several of these that we find, if I remember correctly, and several of them that we won't find.
Oh no.
But you can find in your casual playthrough.
I believe, like, there's extras you can find, then there's remnants of them you can find. I think it's just Lifla right up here, friend that's waiting for us. Box here. I don't know if you get their name. You might. They have a cave. The way that this is timed is a load removal thing that LiveSplit has, or you can calculate it yourself. And because that's the main that's the main difference of time between the different versions. Is for PS4, I think Switch, maybe? And of course PC.
Yeah.
That levels the
And
playing.
we are back to soaring. And you know what else we should see soaring? Our donation total. I'm gonna keep trying to come up with good wordplay. It's not gonna be great, but we'll have some at least.
Finding the most direct path to your next location can be daunting. I think I've got it down.
Yeah.
And this is like the one case where you don't need to pull out the lantern to actually activate the thing. It's opening up these of the main ruins that you go into to find your relics. That's the gameplay loop. There is an area you go to, get a key to the ruins, and then you go to the ruins.
I don't know about you, but I kind of want my house to just pop up out of the ground like that.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd worry about flooding.
I could see that. I could see that. Although we are up in the clouds, maybe we're above the clouds and we wouldn't have to worry about it.
We get our water then. I
Below
have
the clouds?
questions.
We turn into a bird and we go scoop up some water and we bring it back, obviously, right?
True. We are now in the archives, and there's a chance I can fall through the floor over here. I don't think that counts as a major glitch, because the major glitch category was developed to just make sure you don't fly indoors. There's not really otherwise helpful glitches, but if you fall through the right area and you don't get caught off guard... Oh, okay, I fell a little too far there.
That's
You can
all
end
right.
up in an
Easy enough.
area. Okay. Now we have opened up several pathways. Might be the most complicated one in terms of pathways to figure out.
Yeah, and my casual playthrough, well, my first playthrough race playthrough of this, this was definitely a really tough place for me to get through, and it took quite a while.
We do it first. Don't be fooled by the one that is closest to you. I'd like to go up here. I'm pretty sure it's quicker to go to this one first, because of where it lets out.
I've noticed these big old braziers, and all I can think about is, well, I would love to cook grilled cheese over one of them. Thanks to Cell.
There are a lot of... They were goats, right? In the village? That
Yes.
a sheep. Something like that.
One
Something
of
that
those
produces
two.
milk. So they definitely got cheese here.
Cheese in this world is canon. Now, whether they have bread or not, we don't know.
What is the agricultural? And there was a field.
There was a field. I'm sure they have bread, right? They've got to have grilled cheese here, right?
That's probably like their main source of food, grilled cheese. Made with goat cheese.
Ooh, okay.
Activated this gear. Now we can go over here. And I don't know, like, the cycles don't really line up with how the speed that I do those, but I think that's basically optimal for my movement. I didn't fall down. That's all I can ask for.
That's exactly it. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize right now, but because grilled cheese is the dietary supplement for these people, they definitely want grilled cheese real. Sorry, the goat cheese,
You don't have to apologize for puns around me.
Oh god, they're so bad though.
Ooh, so now we go over to this one because we were let out right there. And this one's not going to let us out on this level at all. As we're going up.
Hope you all like elevators. And puzzles.
And puzzles. Bring
Really
this
get your
side
gears
down.
moving.
Bring the further one down. Closer one down. Run. You can do it in one. Run.
Nicely
Actually,
done.
quite a fair amount of time there. Down on this thing, just for the safety. That's the lore room up there. We don't need the lore room here.
No, we do not. And as you can tell, we're going... Like, without knowing where to go here, it is incredibly confusing. We're going up, we're going down, we're going up, we're going down, back and forth, doing different puzzles. Like, it's so easy to get lost here.
I don't think I mentioned, but this is the archives. So there's like a bunch of like sacred knowledge stored in here. That's why there's like scrolls.
It's all grilled cheese recipes, right?
Absolutely. Oh gosh. Hit the corner. One more yeet for good measure. Oh, no, too far.
That was a good yeet, though. That was a swan dive.
Always be lamping.
Always be lamping.
Every time you fall like a significant amount, you put away your lamp.
And we need our lamp for all of these little platforms.
Third light lock.
There we go. We've made an incorrect stoplight.
True. Yellow means, Now we're gonna meet our first, creator spirit. I forget the exact terminology they use for it.
Cool as heck.
Hello. Just a large building. Watch through that text.
Seems to be towering over us.
Secretly, they have a big old banner back here because they're just actually a giant scroll. But by giving us the relic that they've been watching over, they have sacrificed their existence for the sake of saving the world, of course. Oh. Vision of the Void. Every time we get one, though.
Would now be a good time for some donations?
Absolutely.
Why not? Let's see. We've got $5 from Phoenix Captain, who says, let's get that classic soundtrack for Resident Evil 2. And they're talking about the Choose Your Soundtrack in Resident Evil 2 incentive. You can have either the original from 1998 or the remake. So put your donation in if you want to pick which soundtrack is played during Resident Evil. We also have one more from Leaf for $10 saying, I love air. Flying around just feels so good. And I agree, this game feels and looks amazing. I just love watching you play it.
Can't agree
Awesome.
more.
Thanks, everybody. I wonder why they call that Split Mountain.
I don't know. It's almost like maybe it was whole.
Do you think if they put cheese in the middle and then squished it back together, it would be a grilled cheese?
Worth a shot.
I'm seriously debating having grilled cheese for dinner tonight now.
This is always the most difficult place to be like, am I going the right direction? Did I miss something? Did I go too far? I went a little too far this time. Went
That's
around the
okay.
location.
Because now we're back on track. Good job. Hit the wall. Perfect landing.
I try to actually have lately tried to fly into the cave, and I've
Oh,
gotten
okay, gotcha.
I've gotten pretty good at it when I'm going fast, because I guess the banking is a little more, like, snappy.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to succeed, though. It'll be pretty cool when it does happen.
When I played this, I just found a wall and ran straight into it. That's the only way I could land.
It's effective. Cave of Harmony. Surely not the Cave of Cacophony.
Can we get a $5 donation train on what kind of cheeses you would like to have in your grilled cheese?
Yes, please.
Because I'm very curious what cheese would be good. I would love to have some pepper jack.
I was going to say the same thing.
I'll donate $5 after this.
The thing is, I always go for 2 cheeses. So along with the pepper jack, a sharp cheddar. Maybe I'll go the other way around. Maybe I'll get a mozzarella.
Ooh, now that sounds good.
We rang 4 bells, and the ice couldn't handle it.
So now we've got this nice little ice bridge.
I mean, we had an ice bridge in the first place, but now we can access this. This key is free.
Good point.
We have less of an ice bridge. Luckily, we're in a floating land, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lamp.
Question I have that I'll probably look into is it faster to go back across the bridge, or is it just faster to fall? I tend to just fall anyway.
I think falling is faster.
Got my corners here.
How do you cut your grilled cheese? Diagonally, horizontally, or not at all?
I always cut it, but it always depends on the shape of the bread I'm working with.
Okay.
Because, like, a lot of the times you'll get those loaves, and they're, like, too tall, right? They're, like, kind of squished.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to, like, split it down the middle that way. So it's 2 even slices. But if it's a very square bread, I go for that diagonal for sure.
All right. I always go straight across. Big Scared in chat says circles, because Big Scared is a monster, or cubes. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the cubes. Wait. Now okay, hold on. Wait. How about this? What if you have 4 pieces of bread? 2 standing upright and 2 on top and bottom, and then you fill the middle with cheese, and it's just a grilled cheese cube.
That has potential. It's kind of a cheesy biscuit at that point.
It's gonna be so much cheese, though. Can you imagine that?
More bells to break ice. Love to see it. Also, this area is, like, super pretty when you're flying. It's called the Roof of the World, so you just see stars.
I'm so sorry. They just pinned a message from from Laszlo, that says, I blend my grilled cheese and drink it, actually.
Oh, no! Oh.
Broke me.
I don't know if I can even in good conscience say it's effective.
I have had blended food as like a slushie. I once ate a blended McDonald's meal. So the fries, the burger, all mixed together. And you could taste each individual part. It was very weird, but not terrible.
So anyway, I'm doing something here that I don't think other runners do. I'm going over here first.
All right.
And I've done some testing for this. And I think if done optimally, it saves at least 1 second.
Oh, heck yeah, we take that. That's another puzzle that took us forever to figure out.
And you just have access to that part, but if I tried to go down to the next part of the puzzle, which it just showed me, to open up the bridge, I would have to come all the way back around over here because I haven't opened the door. So it is still faster to go and open the door and come back.
Okay, cool. I feel like we're making pretty good progress here. This is a pretty smooth run.
And closing my time loss that I made at the very beginning.
Heck yeah.
Ding. Ding. Ding.
We go.
Ding. And ding. Both doors are open. That one
Very
over there.
nice.
That was one that took me so long my first playthrough. Like, the reason that I can't remember how long my run was compared to both of yours, but I had significant time loss because I just couldn't figure out that puzzle. I couldn't see the lights.
I'm fairly certain I remember. You had the middle time. I was way behind both of you, and Eliza blew us out of the water. Eliza was just like, yeah, this is my jam. I know this game. I know exactly where to go, what to do, and we're just going to sit here and watch you play for 30 minutes now because I'm already done.
Eliza is, after all, a gamer.
It's true. Eliza is a gamer, and so are you, clearly.
Ooh, me?
Yes, you.
You like games. I'd say you're a gamer too, though.
I try. I'm not gamer enough to run this game. There's too much to remember in this. Which is funny considering Memories is in the title.
I mean, there you go. You need the memories of old to speedrun this.
Yeah, I am old and have no memory. The opposite.
I mean, if I can do it, perhaps you could too.
I don't know.
Okay. We've had our 2 auxiliary things, and this is kind of a weird puzzle compared to the other 2. The Archives kind of goes the same way that the Eventide Sanctuary will go. This one, you have 2 areas where you open up a pathway and activate a switch to just one area. One thing that opens up everything, not multiple things. It makes a nice little circle if you do it right. Go over there, you go down there, and now we here. Don't have to backtrack any.
Nice.
That's actually also what our path around the map has been. Ayuk, please. By going to the grove first, we are just doing a big old circle. Oop. Yeah, like I described the gameplay in this to navigational puzzles even when you're not in the dungeons, but primarily when you're in the dungeons, because there's no combat or anything. It is mostly lights and switches. You're still navigating when you're outside of it, because you're flying from place to place.
I did really enjoy that this game did not have combat. That was something that I really, really liked about it.
Mm-hmm. Like I say, it's Skyward Sword without the sword.
Yes.
And honestly, more flight. More Skyward.
That's much more Skyward.
All that to blow up the orb.
Orb.
Ooh. Whether or not the camera turns there or not is... I don't know. It does it sometimes it doesn't.
We're about to find our second big friend.
It's my friend Kyogre.
Hey Kyogre, what are you doing here?
This is not my favorite of the spirit designs, but it is a big improvement over the tower scroll. It's also very friendly if you pay attention to the text. Very explosive exit.
Would now be a good
explosive.
time.
Yeah, I was gonna about ready to ask. Rethink similar. I love it. Perfect. I've got some explosive donations about grilled cheese sandwiches if you guys want to hear.
Yes, please.
I've got $5 from Trainer Andy. My favorite grilled cheese is multiple kinds. Specifically, I like doing Colby Jack and cheddar. And if I have it, maybe some Swiss cheese.
Ooh.
Sounds yummy. We also have Phoenix Captain with $5, Pepper Jack with tomato soup. I like to put a
Ooh.
little bit of chipotle powder in the soup it is just a little smoky heat. It
Oh.
sounds so good. I also love
Oh.
grilled cheese with tomato soup. Tall glass of root beer with that. You got a banger lunch.
Heck
And then
yeah.
we also have Metroid Crime with $10. My favorite grilled cheese is old cheddar, American cheese, and cream cheese spread with a bit of tomato. On
Oh,
sourdough, on sourdough with pesto and butter on the outside, sliced straight across. And you know, Metroid Crime brings up something. We're talking about the cheese, but what kind of bread are you going to put that cheese on? Tell me, chat.
Ooh.
Tell me,
Oh.
chat, in your donations. What kind of bread are you using in your grilled cheese?
Good point. Unfortunately for me, it's mostly just like, what bread do I have? Which is often whole wheat, which is good.
Yeah, I think it's basically whatever bread my partner has at the time because I don't generally eat bread, but my mom always makes it with white bread. And a fun fact: for a while, when I used to live with my mom, when I was a teenager, all I had to do was smile at my mom, and she would know that I wanted a grilled cheese.
That's amazing.
Loved grilled cheese growing up.
Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure I've made a grilled cheese on Italian bread once, and it had brie spread on it.
Oh,
Very good one. Ooh, that was actually as perfect
that was
as that
incredible.
landing could be.
That was literally as perfect as it could be. Holy crap!
And I like messed up my inputs a little, and it happened as a result.
We'll take it. We'll take that.
But again, we don't need to be perfect because we do need to pull out our lamp. We basically went directly south from the roof of the world to get to, I can't believe I lost track of where I was there. Get to the Twilight Sanctuary here, which is the very first place that the villagers would have directed you to if you went back there. And there's actually dialogue with the NPCs over there between every ruins too.
Mm-hmm.
A little side quest with the little girl that's there. I still haven't done that because, well, I guess I haven't done full achievement hunting yet. Whee!
MJ in chat says, I love the concept that Z never smiled at their mom unless they wanted grilled cheese. And I wasn't making clear. I did smile at my mom. It was a specific smile. It was a very, very big grin.
The cheese grin.
Toothy grin. The grilled cheese grin.
You know, when they say to say cheese for a picture. This is what they
Yes!
mean.
Exactly! Oh my gosh, you just blew my mind. Yes.
The key to that puzzle there is the moon symbol needs to go in one direction. There's another one just like this, and the sun symbol is directly across, so it can go in either direction twice. For this one, it is counterclockwise. And then for the next one, I need to remember no, this one was clockwise, and I did do that, but I'm directionally mix-up. I'm a directional mix-up person. The next one's going to be counterclockwise. And here's our last meeting with our fox friend, unless we go out to find him. Oh, he just told me the name. I didn't catch it, though. So, they do have a name.
Yeah, what is their name? What is the fox friend's name? What does the fox say is their name?
Wrong answers only.
Ding, 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 ding. It's clearly one of their names.
They go by many names. They have been a spirit of these lands for a century. Perhaps, maybe. Could I take a detour after this to find the crabs?
I mean, I'm down for crabs.
It's just off the cuff idea I had.
Seems like it's been a good run so far, so I'd say we have time.
Who could say? It all depends on this. It's on the way is why it came up. was just thinking about the little secrets that there are around here, and like, if you check the achievements for this game, they'll give you a hint of what you're actually looking for.
I mean, we do have Quacksilver in chat, who is another Crab's Treasure runner. So
Oh, little shout out.
I know at the very least one would. Oh wait, and we've got Umbrella Jill, who has crabs all over their stream. So, and Doodleplex just posted a crab. I think everybody wants to see crabs.
You know what? I'm down. Maybe I should have made that an incentive. Didn't think of it.
Apparently, now you have an incentive for future runs.
Mm-hmm.
Chat is going wild for crabs.
Can't disappoint chat. Media platforming. This is the first, I mean, technically the first area you would go to. Supposed to be like an introduction in a way. Here, you're not going directly forward. Take the beaten path first. Off the beat.
Yes, always.
I think this is the first dungeon where, when really exploring it, my post-blind playthrough, casual playthrough, that I went, you know what? I think this might be a speedrun for me. Just the way I started to map it out.
I find the easiest games for me to speedrun are games that I find visually appealing.
Mm-hmm. I think this counts for me.
Absolutely.
I mean, I am known to be a Sonic runner, so I'm typically looking at that aesthetic, perhaps. I did do a showcase for Lunistus. That's another little animal person. Does this count? Is Ayuka a little animal person because she can turn into a hawk?
I think so. And I will not say anything about Sonic. I promise.
After the last Sonic game you played, I won't need you to.
I like the little fish jumping out of the water.
A nice touch.
It's really cute.
This little... whatever it is, it's kind of like a lighthouse thing.
Yeah,
One
light
there.
column.
One there.
Laszlo.
I think I actually got this puzzle my first try.
This one took me a while. I struggled.
Yeah, it's I just got lucky. I picked that order to try them out, and it's like, oh, okay.
Did you get lucky, or are you just a true gamer?
I mean, who could say? Here's our other rotation. Counterclockwise this. The thing about these puzzles where you, like, set something in motion, as soon as you set it in motion, you can just leave once it's about to go to where it needs to go. Or get a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
I think actually the one in the Northern Monastery was the key example of that, because I did that first rotation a little bit, and then I just started running backwards. It takes a while for that one to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about these steps here. One time I was derusting and I got completely lost with going up that pathway just there. I don't know why. I just couldn't find the top of it.
I feel like when you speedrun a game, you always find a new way to mess up.
True.
Like
that.
You think, yeah, you think I've messed up in every conceivable way, and then you'll find something else always.
I mean, after all, that's why we have the meme that... I shouldn't say it, because that has happened before.
Making good progress on this temple.
This side
Yes.
area is like very much just like you are making a path happen that does not want you to happen otherwise, so you can get to this switch. Very windy. I'm pretty sure we went like above this area to get here.
Yeah, it's a very roundabout way to get here.
Meanwhile, this area over here, which I believe you both went to it first, I also went to it first on our blind playthroughs, is just like, this is an area with a bunch of things to collect to open up a direct path to where you need to be. What order do you do? Optimal, okay. You need you to turn around. Well, for one, we ignore that one right over there. We have to go over there anyway. We can't make the jump off of the tower, the hill over here. I guess it is.
That's 2.
But now the lights aren't going to light in order. How could I?
Oh no. Cute little caves. I love this. I would love to live in this world, honestly.
True. I wouldn't want to live in it before it became like this, but...
Fair. I mean, you don't want to live with the cultists?
I don't want to live with the threat of the void, mostly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or, you know, whatever that Mad King was that we passed by a place called King's Pass. There's a lot of, like, weird, distinct lore about a king that he just said he was king and started, like, a war. And the implication of where a bunch of the spirits that you can see is that the void came and happened during and perhaps because of the war. So,
Oh, okay.
not the best move on everyone's part.
Oh, are we going to meet another big friend?
We're gonna meet my favorite big friend. Riskily jump across these gaps.
I was very nervous there, I'm not going to lie.
I wonder what this boulder is.
It's hands!
Hands! Hands with a sun and
You know
a
what
moon
those-
inside of them?
You know what those hands could do?
Make grilled cheese?
Yes!
Also make this.
And we do appreciate that.
And it also has, like, the coolest death, I feel. Crush themselves, the orbs come out, everything just crumbles.
It was pretty cool. I like it.
And now we can actually see the void's shape. I think I'd like to point out
Very.
the style of the hands there is 3 digits and then a thumb, which Ayuk also has. And I first noticed that just between the void and Ayuk. So I'm wondering, is there a connection? But no, everyone in this has that same thing.
Gotcha.
Just the style choice.
Now, I have a question.
Yes,
Is it time for crabs?
it's time for crabs. Hopefully I have my bearings, actually.
I believe in you. And if we don't find the crabs, it's okay. Only all of chat will be disappointed.
True. Reputation is riding on this.
This thing that you did not prepare for.
Top crab. Crabs either. Oh. You know, come to think of it, we might have overshot it.
Zoku's already disappointed. Oh no!
Means
We'll take a little bit of time. We can buzz around here and see if we can find them.
one structure I'm looking for I think it's actually over. Not. Oh well.
That's okay. We tried. There are crabs. We promise.
There's a chance I'll come back across it, but I'm pretty sure I saw the lighthouse in the distance, which is where I need to go next. Oh, wait.
Through the clouds. So beautiful.
Never mind, I found the crabs.
We found the crabs. Look at the crabs. Let's go. Get your crab emotes.
And there's like a little song too.
They get their own little song.
Okay, enough goofing around. I'm losing a lot of time.
So good though. Thank you for showing us the crabs. Thank you for all the crab emotes, everybody. Oh, that was so good. So cute. I can't believe they get their own little song.
Oh, we've lit the house.
No longer disappoint. Good. I'm glad, Zoku. There we go. We've made our medallion. I guess it's a little big to call a medallion. What would you call that? A relic?
It's definitely a relic.
I mean, a
It's like
disc.
a plaque, maybe?
Yeah, I could see plaque, yeah.
Say hello to all the NPCs that we only talked to one of them. You're not talking to any of them. And we just followed the light. The light opened up our... You know what? The crabs were right below the light. That's when I should have done.
Gosh. Now you know for next time.
Now I know. This takes us over to what I keep calling Creator's Domain. Which is not what it's called, but it's what I left on my splits.
I think that's a pretty... It's Creator's Shrine.
Creator's
Same
Shrine.
thing.
I just thought domain sounded cooler, I think.
It's where the creator lives. It's their domain.
Yeah, or at the very least, it's a structure dedicated to the creator, which
Yeah.
seals the void. I think the creator gave its existence to seal the void. There's lore about that too. Surely we can... Oh no. Are you okay, bud?
Oh no, you dropped your lamp. Lamp says uppies?
Did I not get all the relics? Did I get a bad end?
Oh no. Oh, now the lamp is gonna give us uppies?
Puppies!
Uppies!
This orb is Kara, the priestess that we got from the shrine. Her shrine. I say that now because we're gonna mash through a lot of dialogue that explains that. And I believe that Ayuk is actually directly descendant from Kara. There's a fun amount of lore just about her around as well. Like, it's really fun to just, like, go everywhere. Because, for one, you get to fly there and get used to flying and it feels nice.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just so many little secrets all around.
Yeah, there's a ton of lore in this game. I highly recommend trying it out.
Oop. Guiding us to Sanctum. I guess you could call it.
Such soothing music.
Honestly, like, it's a bit of an emotional moment when you like actually read the dialogue.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely get that feeling.
Gain the power of the lamp directly within you. And now we're definitely ready to stop the void. For sure.
We've been filled with determination.
This door. Have one more stretch of walking in this navigational game. Pretty dark in here.
You think there's anything hiding in the dark?
I think there's just one thing.
Oh no, I'm scared of the dark.
After we cross this bridge, it'll be like 5 steps. Then that will be time.
Time is coming up.
2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Time.
Time. GG's. Nice run. Even with your detour, that was still sub 50.
Yeah, that was
49:31, it looks like.
it's hard to give like a good estimate for this because again, it's a load removal time that we do, but that was within.
That was
We got
great.
this-
That was
Yeah.
very good.
We get this cutscene instead of an actual battle because there's no combat, but we didn't need to fight the void. I guess? Z, how did you interpret this? Was it that all she needed was the power of the lamp to stop the void, or was doing this to the void a way that they could be in harmony?
I took it as more of a harmony aspect, for sure.
That's how I take it too. Sometimes your Eldritch being just needs a little love.
Yeah.
That said, please make the incentive for the black goat in Alone in the Dark happen.
Yes, absolutely. That one doesn't need love. That one needs to be defeated.
Speaking of
Maybe.
that, it needs $345 more to make that incentive. So if you do want to see that, please use !donate in the chat.
Yes,
Yes, please. All right. Would you like to do a shout out?
for sure. I am ValeriaAsteria. I stream on Twitch under the same name, and I've just been all over the place, but this is still like my favorite place to be when we are doing stuff. And you'll see me here several times throughout this weekend. Just this is my one run though. How about you, Z?
I'm NBzee. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And yeah, I'll be back later this week as well for a first playthrough race showcase with
Oh yes,
Ophelia and Scala.
can't wait.